Hi, I'm Michael Whitehouse with Michael's Motivation. What would you call a salesman who had failed to close 700 of his prospects in the last year? I would call him a top performer and possibly a millionaire, because doing that kind of volume ensures that there were a number of closes that did happen, a number of prospects that did sign up. What a lot of people don't realize about failure is it's not final. It's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get back up. I'm sure you've heard that. What that means is each lack of success is simply a step towards success. I generally have to call about 50 people in order to set about 3 appointments. A lot of them are answer machines, some are rude, some are nasty, some are just not there. Some, they don't have time to talk to me right now, call back later. But I can pretty consistently expect to set 3 appointments if I call 50 people. Which means if I get a no and an answering machine and a hang up and a call back later and this and that and the other thing, it doesn't matter. Because I expect to not set 47 and to set 3. So each one of those, just one of the 47. I expected that. When Thomas Edison developed the light bulb, he knew it was going to take thousands of tries. He knew there were thousands of ways not to make a light bulb, and only one way he was going to find to do it. So he set up a system. That's why he had a lab. He was industrially trying one after another after another. He wasn't just taking one filament. Oh, it doesn't work. Damn it. All right, well, I'll try this again tomorrow. He was going through filament after filament after filament after filament until he found the one that works. And that tends to really be one of the big differences between people who are successful and people who are not. Those who are successful understand that failure is not really failure, it's simply the steps to success. You haven't found the right one yet, you just need to keep going, it's about numbers. And people who aren't successful or just kind of, muddle along and do mediocre things, they see a failure and they stop. I've talked to people who say, oh, I'm not a good salesman. And I say, really, what's your background in sales? How have you tried it? And they say, well, I tried to sell ads in the church bulletin and I couldn't sell any. Oh, okay, well, how many people did you talk to? Well, I talked to 4 and none of them would buy. Well, a great salesman is not someone who uses some sort of mind control trick to make you buy their product. A great salesman is generally someone who puts in the work to improve themselves and then puts in the work to see enough people that with a 20, 30, maybe 40% closing rate, they can get enough sales to support the business. That's all a great salesman is. A great salesman is all about work. It's a lot of work. It's not the glamour like you see in the movies of the dramatic line and the close and what would you do if I told you this. It's not about that. It's just about putting in the work, being a good person, and developing yourself. And that's true of anything you're trying to do. There's a lot of unspectacular effort that precedes spectacular success. But unspectacular effort doesn't make good YouTube videos, doesn't make good training montages. So you just see the spectacular success. But trust me, there is 9/10 unspectacular effort leading to only 1/10 of great success in whatever you're doing. So if you're working on something and you're encountering a lot of failure, you're throwing out drafts, heck, this is the 7th take of this video. I mean, usually I don't do any editing on these, but I do. If I don't like how it turns out, sometimes I'll just delete it and try it again. And half those takes I got about 4 seconds in. But this is the 7th take, and those aren't failures. Those are just ones that I had to go through to refine enough so that I had one that I was happy sharing with you. So whatever you're doing, don't worry about it. Don't worry about how many takes it takes. You're not going to see those other 6 takes. I deleted them. You're just going to see this one that came out good. Doesn't mean the other 6 weren't awful. Right? And that's going to happen with anything you're starting out with. So don't worry about it. Just keep at it. Just keep going. Failure is how you get to success. Every time, no matter what you're doing. I'm Michael Whitehouse. Do something awesome today. Even if you fail at it, you'll do something awesome next.